RoadMap to change!
Socio-ecological transformation of space.
Parking lot addition.
Or car park.
What does our roadmap do?
The roadmap is divided into a trial period and adaptive co-management.
First, we're going to start with the preparation phase and identify areas that are underutilized. Then we're going to observe the social values of our stakeholders and figure out who's making the decision and evaluate our ecosystem. Then we're going to frame the problem and orient ourselves towards the solution.
We can approach the stakeholders, show them our initial plan, and gain their buy-in. Once we gain the stakeholders' approval, we will go ahead with several prototypes as we collect data and synthesis. From there, we approach a junction where we will either loop back and approach the stakeholders once again, exit, find new stakeholders, or move forward with the procedure.
After making a collective decision to move forward, we will proceed to the logistics phase, where we will set broader goals. After that, we will develop a collaborative plan by bringing all stakeholders to the table and making sure we all have roles. We will set specific objectives and create a timeline. After developing a plan, we will move on to implementation, where we will allocate resources to the identified spots and build new infrastructure. We will end by institutionalizing our creation and leaving the community to take ownership for a sustainable product.
And now a Salzburg case study. At FH Salzburg, the parking lot is only utilized by cars, even when people could be taking public transit.
Using our roadmap, we can use this space as a multifunctional landscape.
To make the change more user-centered, we're going to trial and error different concepts for the parking lot.
At the beautiful campus of FH Salzburg, a major chunk of the real estate is used exclusively for car parks. Let's zoom into that.
In this case, we'll be working with a parking lot located directly outside the front doors of FH Salzburg. After gauging the initial interests of the stakeholders, we will be implementing different ideas such as a study space, a community garden, or even just a social spot. Through the removal and addition of different ideas, we will gauge the user's interests. After this period of trial and error, we will reach the final decision phase in which we implement the user's most preferred ideal version of the space.
It is important to note that our concept allows temporary and flexible fixtures to gauge continuous user interest regarding A, what they want the space to be, and B, how they react to the parking spaces being taken over. We also want the users to be able to give their own ideas for how to best use the space.
Here, the user preference has been implemented and will be established with the public.
We have two choices. We make the whole world a parking lot or we get rid of them. I see the whole world in this parking lot. I don't think this is concrete. We can change it.
This whole world's got some problems and we've been solving them often. I said we need to transform to keep the people from starving. This rich landscape's being used for parking, but if you listen up close, you can hear abundance calling.
Gleiche Landfläche, zu viele Werte. Wir können bauen, eine ganz neue schauen. Gleiche Landfläche, zu viele Werte. Wir können bauen, eine ganz neue schauen. If parking lots are dreams, parking lot are culture. No life on the surface like the food of a vulture. If we're flying real high, up in the blue sky, to look down on the ground, we see gray, green, or brown.
With the land, let's co-create a sustainable place where our dreams manifest ecologically. And just by being you, and just by being me, we can define a new paradigm of urban mobility.
Gleiche Landfläche, zu viele Werte. Wir können bauen, eine ganz neue Schauen. Gleiche Landfläche, zu viele Werte. Wir können bauen, eine ganz neue Schauen.